day will eventually come, when Faramis returns us to human.
She is the queen who defends her people in the face of the abyss. Yet a century ago, she was but a young bride. That's when the guardian of the border, Duke Atticus, requested a political marriage with the royal family. The bride arrived at the border, facing the city of barren land without the company of her groom. She governed the city, and in silence she waited. Waited for the end of the war. Waited for that postponed wedding. The Princess Bride, the oath-keeping knight, the war-torn city, all were waiting. The wedding devolved into catastrophe. The defenders turned into killers and destroyers.
And so the fun begins.
Leomord kept his oath at a costly price.
Your Highness! The demons are closing in!
The mist. It'll destroy the demons and corrupt sentient beings. My love, make the choice.
The fate of the city rested in the bride's hands.
Protect Her Highness!
Much rather die standing.
And so, a queen was born. However, that's not the end of the story. Who else than me to lift the curse?
Not again? These fun thieves!
bread might be useful.
We don't need bastards!
Hey, you're up! Wow, your eyes have different colors! That one looks like this. Here you go. I'm Mila. Your name?
Arlet. You are not scared of my eyes?
Why would I be? Just look at him. Pretty good, right? Time for you to learn baking now. I can teach you. Wow, incredible! You've got the gift! It's your first try! What? What does that look on your face?
Out of my way!
Hey, stop! Just stay here.
Is she trying to protect me?
All right. He's yours to take care of. I need to get the buns to the church.
But I'm a monster.
Nope, you are not. You simply chased away the bad guys. Hey, Arlott, you are just who you are.
I am who I am.
All right, better get going now.
To the church?
Did you know? There's a glass dome in the church. It is said, when light shines through the dome, you'll see flowers of gems blooming for people of pure hearts.
Have you seen it?
No,
Stupid dome.
but we will. Someday.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is that?
festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
Why, brother? Why must we Paxleys all take the path of magic? Am I such a disgrace to this house, big brother? Finally, I've been expecting you, big brother!
I don't recall giving the orders.
Elders of the house give the order, Your Grace!
But it's not my order.
The elders said it was our only chance. Not even Your Grace could stop us!
I don't need your pretentious favor. We end it all today!
We still have time. Even if we don't, they don't have a say. Has it started? It's time for you to know the truth. If you don't want to die, follow me.
Nothing can stop them now. Not Leomord. Not even the mist.
An oath is an oath. Leomord won't leave us. We will fight together. Like 100 years ago!
For Richburg!
If this is our doom, I'll console myself we fought together. Necrokeep is where the light doesn't shine, they say. But we make our own light. We hold our ground!
Vexana, I did it!
The day will eventually come when Theramis returns us to human.
She is the queen who defends her people in the face of the abyss. Yet a century ago, she was but a young bride. That's when the Guardian of the Border, Duke Atticus, requested a political marriage with the royal family. The bride arrived at the border, facing the city of barren land without the company of her groom. She governed the city, and in silence she waited. Waited for the end of the war. Waited for that postponed wedding. The Princess Bride, the oath-keeping knight, the war-torn city, all were waiting. The wedding devolved into catastrophe. The defenders turned into killers and destroyers.
And so the fun begins.
Leomord kept his oath at a costly price.
destroy the demons and corrupt sentient beings. My love, make the choice.
The fate of the city rested in the bride's hands.
Protect Her Highness!
Much rather die standing.
And so, a queen was born. However, that's not the end of the story. Who else than me to lift the curse?
Not again? These fun thieves! Who are you?
I am...
Mongrel! Freak! Scram!
A hybrid might be useful.
We don't need bastards!
Hey, you're up! Wow, your eyes have different colors! That one looks like this! Here you go. I'm Mila. Your name?
Arlet. You are not scared of my eyes?
Why would I be? Just look at him. Pretty good, right? Time for you to learn baking now. I can teach you. Wow, incredible! You've got the gift! It's your first try! What? What does that look on your face?
Out of my way!
Hey, stop! Just stay here.
Is she trying to protect me?
All right. He's yours to take care of. I need to get the buns to the church.
But I'm a monster.
Nope, you are not. You simply chased away the bad guys. Hey, Arlott, you are just who you are.
I am who I am.
All right, better get going now.
To the church?
Did you know? There's a glass dome in the church. It is said, when light shines through the dome, you'll see flowers of gems blooming for people of pure hearts.
Have you seen it?
No,
Stupid dome.
but we will. Someday.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is that? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
All yours. Tell us when we're live lah. Hello?
Yes, and with that, I believe we are live, guys. And yeah, welcome back to the Vortex of Legends Season 2. We are in for the night of this quarterfinal day 2, and we are just waiting for the games to start. And before that, you know what, guys? We can't start this game without our lovely casters, and we have a special caster for tonight, and it is none other than Numi. So along with her, there will be Quentin. So, Quentin, say hello to the chat, and with that, we'll start soon.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. And I do believe I have my co-caster over here with us, the one and only guest, Numi. So why don't you say hi to the chat as well?
Well, hello everyone. I am Nui and I will be your guest caster for today. And I'm really excited to cast today's match between Meow Meow Gang and Final Boss. So you can take it away, Quentin.
Yes, guys, and oh, I just forgot to mention, guys, this is the quarterfinal, and you know what happens in a quarterfinal when two good teams meet. Quentin, what is the testament? What happens? Tell the viewers already.
One will win, one will lose, but we will for sure have a show on our hand right here.
Indeed, and these are some, well-renowned team across India. So their their fame and reputation just speaks for itself. And very soon we'll start the game, and for our lovely viewers, we will have some amazing giveaways. So keep an eye for that. Our moderators will update you on that. And yeah, guys, don't forget to comment which team do you think will win this first game, and we shall start soon with this game as the players will be ready. And yeah, Quentin, I believe when the draft starts, you and Numi can take it over, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think so. We are ready for the first match. This is a best of three. So without any further delay, I think so we can get on to the first match of the second day of the quarterfinals between Meow Meow Gang and Final Boss. So hosts, take it away.
Yes, please, over to you guys now, and all the best, guys.
Yeah, and first of all, a warm welcome to Numi once again. So we are jumping straight into the drafts. And Numi, what do you think about the current meta that we're in right now, especially after the patch that came out quite recently?
Well, my thoughts on the new patch is pretty obvious. Well, this new patch is really, really good. They focused on those heroes which are not really picked or banned in the previous patch, like Hilda. Hilda was not banned or picked in the previous patch, but in this patch, Hilda is very strong. And I would like to say Fanny has also been buffed with that mana regeneration. I I have honestly hosted for Meow Meow Gang, and I personally think Joseph, who is the jungler, he plays Fanny really good. And I mean, that's all for now, but let's get into the first draft phase. Looks like Meow Meow Gang has banned that chip because chips, that shortcut is just so annoying in group fights. And what are your thoughts on this bans? Even Final Boss, Zushin has been banned. Zushin's Lantern Flare is just so incredible and so useful in those team fights. So, what are your thoughts, Quentin?
Indeed, you are pretty accurate on the experienced talk that you just had about the side of Meow Meow Gang, but also for the side of Final Boss, they have pretty dangerous players themselves. Zhu Zhang on his signature Moskov could be a problem as well. But coming back to the topic we were talking about, that Fanny buff, the Hilda buffs, all those are pretty significant as it's changing the entire meta as we speak about it. We are coming back pretty low into this draft. Meow Meow Gang have banned away that Vexana as final boss. They take away that show your away from that first pick potential. Now, what do you think would be Meow Meow's first pickup since they do have that slot available for them?
My guess on the first pick is either Joseph is gonna go for that Fanny if they don't ban out, or maybe Hilda. Hilda has also been really, really good in tournaments recently. But if I had to guess, I don't think Joseph would take the Fanny in early pick, because taking Fanny in early pick is going to be very risky as you don't know what your opponent is going to pick. So I probably think they would take a mage, something like Aurora maybe. What do you think, Quentin? I mean, I said my
Indeed.
part.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll agree with you. The Fanny pickup in this early phase could be a little bit of a risk, so they might just ease into it with maybe like an EXP or a mage. We still have, even though they were okay. Well,
Oh my god.
well, they throw fire to the fuel and they just pick up the Fanny immediately. That's the Meow Meow gang we know. Now we have to see what the side of Final Boss really want to pick up over here because that is quite a statement coming into this first pick, don't you say?
Well, that is true. I mean, I actually thought Joseph would pick that Fanny since Fanny has also been buffed. And look at that. The first pick of Hilda coming from Final Boss. These two heroes are doing so good in this new patch. I'm actually so flabbergasted right now by these two picks. Joseph just taking that risk and taking that Fanny. And looks like they have the Valentina on their side. Valentina's IMU is pretty helpful in team fights as she can just steal your ultimate away. But it looks like Valentina won't be really much of that use because Joseph's cutthroat is not really that useful, and neither is Bruno's ultimate. I don't really know his ultimate's name, so forgive me for that. The only ultimate that is actually useful for the side of um, final boss is going to be that Matilda's. What do you think? I mean, for now I think Matilda is a really good pick, but they don't have any EXP right now. So, what do you think the banning phase is going to be, Quentin?
Yeah, the first phase of the picks did go in pretty smoothly. The Hilda getting locked in this early on does give the side of Final Boss that flex potential, so you don't really know whether this Hilda is going to that EXP lane or that roam position. Either one of those positions could be pretty annoying for the Fanny in the early game. And back to the point on the Valentina, she has the IMU, but the only thing that looks good over here for her to steal right now is the circling eagle from the Matilda. So I think so they're just predicting some big ultimates coming in from the side of the mage or the EXP for the side of Meow Meow Gang. Now with that lead getting banned out pretty quickly, I'd say, that's interesting. They are setting up for something different, it seems, here for the side of Final Boss. They might be going into a more aggressive comp, so they'll start banning out these EXP laners that can do well from in that early to mid game. As for Meow Meow Gang, they have already, you could sort of say, secured their late game with that Bruno, as they continue to ban away marksmen to give Bruno a easier time in lane. But I think so they would just, with the Sicilian still open for the side of Meow Meow Gang, that could also be a potential ban on Final Boss's side.
Well, I agree with you. Since Meow Meow Gang, they don't really have a mage right now. Sicilian could be the best shot for Meow Meow Gang, or maybe Aurora, because Hilda is going to be pretty annoying for that Joseph to kind of, like farm up first, because Hilda decides to go on that roaming side, Hilda is probably going to invade Joseph's buffs and everything. So I feel like Aurora could be a good shout, or maybe Sicilian, as you mentioned. But Meow Meow Gang has decided to ban that Franco out. You know, Meow Meow Gang, they have banned out that Ruby and Franco, which will be annoying for Fanny to just, use her steel cables and fly around. So they were very cautious on their both bans and picks. So we are on the picking phase two. So what are your thoughts on this Beatrix? Beatrix is okay, I think. Beatrix is pretty understandable in this draft. What are your thoughts,
Mm,
Quentin?
Yeah, the Beatrix, she has been overlooked by certain teams, but she's coming back into the meta, especially after the changes that are happening, especially with the changes in Malefic Gun and all those different items. She is starting to creep back into the meta. But on the side of Meow Meow Gang, we have the Johnson Aurora coming in. Do you want to really just talk about this fun setup that they're pulling out here?
I think Meow Meow Gang's draft is pretty good. Besides that Johnson pick, because Johnson is if Johnson decides to go for that mage build, because they do have the Matilda, so I have a pretty good feeling that Johnson will be going on to that EXP lane. But we are at the end of the draft with the last pick from Final Boss being that Grok pick. So what are your thoughts? Like which draft do you rely on more, Quentin?
Well, if we're really just talking in the terms of a front to back composition, the side of Final Boss, they have a pretty clear cut plan on what they really want to do. But Meow Meow Gang, they are experimenting as much as they want. This is the first game of the series, so I guess that's the potential for the teams to actually just test things. And with this Johnson probably going to the EXP lane, we might see something interesting going on. I guess both teams have locked in their drafts. Both teams looking pretty interesting. So we are up for a fun game number one of the Vortex of Champions Season 2, the second day of the quarterfinals between Meow Meow Gang and Final Boss. So let's take it away into the land of Dawn itself.
Well, we are certainly not. Yeah, we are certainly on the land of dawn right now. And if you ask me, I am pretty relying on final bosses draft right now, saying they have that Valentina for that Johnson ultimate and Hilda just to invade the boss. But I think Hilda is going on to that EXP and Croc will be rotating. It will be on the roaming side. Now, there is a video, I've seen going viral. Brock just using his wall and just invading in the enemy jungle's buff. So I think that is the plan that they are going with. And Grok has also been pretty flexed up right now. And if you look at the top lane, Bruno is having a very, very hard time farming in there. And oh my goodness, look at that rotation coming in from that mage, Quentin.
It looks pretty much of a skirmish in the Letho side. We have a little bit of a fight coming in. The Fanny is pretty low, so is the Matilda, but the Hayabusa not able to secure many kills right now. This Grok pick, a good Guardian Barrier, just stopping Flash Singh from reaching his wave, giving the Valentina a little bit more time to clear everything up. Back into the top side, there was a slight gank onto the Beatrix, but she was able to get out of it. As we come back bot side, the Hilda doing so much damage onto the Johnson, but we have Joseph picking up that first blood onto Valentina.
That is true. Joseph saw the opportunity and just took down that Valentina. And Hilda is giving a hard time to that Johnson, but look at that rotation coming in from Meow Meow Gang.
Immediate execution for the Hilda, a little bit long of an overstay, you could say, as now Flash saying she does spot out the Grok in the bush, but with the first turtle spawning up, it seems like Meow Meow Gang, they are in a more comfortable position to take this turtle.
That is true, but if you look at the top lane, look at that Hayabusa just taking that opportunity to take down that Streeless down, because Streeless, Bruno, the early game, it is so good. Early game damage is so good. And if you look at the bot lanes, look at that Quentin.
It is a good zoning from the side of Final Boss. They are able to actually get a little bit of prio for this first neutral objective on the map. And with the Hayabusa rotating faster onto this purple buff, the Fanny is trying to probably get trade-offs in other places as the Beatrix gets the Cutthroat, a killing spree already on the side of Joseph.
Well, you know what, I feel like Joseph saw that Hayabusa killed their like goal laner, and she was just and Joseph was just like, "Oh my goodness, you take down our I take down your goal lane." And look at that turtle fight going on, Quentin.
Exactly. A huge fight brewing in this turtle phase. It seems a little bit scattered for the side of Final Boss. The Valentina already using the IMU to steal away the Aurora's ult, but does go down at first in this entire team fight. Grok is the next to go down, and Jam is looking pretty dire, but the Hayabusa is there able to take away Russ. Now 11-11 is pretty stuck up. The Ouija Shadow Kill is still present, but ooh, nope. It does not look good for Tivuz, as Fanny is just able to cleanly take that away. She still has the retribution, able to secure the turtle and get a double kill for herself. A very good game for the side of Meow Meow Gang at the moment right now.
Well, I mentioned it before. I have hosted for Meow Meow Gang before, and their early game composition is just so good. And oh my goodness, Quentin, look at that.
Speaking of early game composition, a good usage of skills, good iron cables coming in from the Fanny was able to secure the kill onto Valentina. And the Grok wall was there as well as the knockup, but he wasn't really able to get a trade off. Now it seems like Final Boss, they need to play this a little bit less aggressively and try to get pick-offs around the map if they want to start trying to stand a chance. But in the top side, we already see Grok spotting out Rust. So it might be pretty interesting. The Johnson coming in aggressively with the Bruno, interestingly enough, and Zhu Shang does not have enough time to react. Immediately goes down. Will we see a response coming in from the side of Final Boss? But again, we have Joseph in a bush assassinating the side of Darwin. Now the Ouija Shadow Kill from the Hayabusa does come out, but the Aurora is present. And we did see that ultimate from the Valentina, not really quite hitting the mark. We have Joseph coming back in so swiftly, able to try and execute Valentina. Doesn't get the kill entirely, but does scare Unique away. Now in the top side, Bruno does take away that turret as well. Good wall coming in from the side of the Grok.
Yes, that is true. And look at that team fight coming in from Meow Meow Gang. I mean, just take it away, Quentin.
That is just a beautiful flicker ultimate from the Aurora, able to catch two members off. And right now, I guess Meow Meow Gang, they are pretty dominant right now. They're just trying their best to overextend whatever limits they have, just limit test out what Final Boss can really do. And now Final Boss, they're in a pretty dire situation. The aggression from the side of Meow Meow Gang is pretty tight. So we have to see whether or not they're able to at least meet its pace. The Aurora does not have a passive. Might go down there. Yes, she does. But the Matilda trying to get a trade-off onto the Hayabusa does get Sevuz as Valentina takes down Rust. Now it does not look good for Jam as Jam is taken down by 11-11. A wild charge connecting onto the Johnson. But the Valentina taking away the full throttle from the Johnson misses quite devastatingly. This does not seem like a good game for the side of Unique right now.
But that is true. I mean, Final Boss, they just gotta step up. And look, it's just 6 minutes into the game, and Joseph already has 10 kills. And if you look at the itemization right now, Joseph already has that 40 stacks on that Sky Pierce. And he also has that Malefic Road to kind of deal extra like physical damage penetration to to the enemy. And Bruno already has that horse claw for that extra life steal during the fights. And look at that.
The full throttle immediately connecting onto Tavuz. Meanwhile, bot side Jam is also taken down. This is a fun game indeed, as this John's EXP is quite literally working out for the side of Meow Meow Gang.
Oh, that is true. The fight is in the favor of Meow Meow Gang. And look at them trying to fix.
Yeah, they just take away Zhu Shang. A wild charge does connect well, taking down the Aurora. Beatrix is able to pick that kill up, so that's a little bit of farm, but the Circling Eagle comes in, pulling in the rest of the members for the side of Meow Meow as the Ouija Shadow Kill from the Hayabusa secures Rust, but Jam is also there to take down Strayless, but the Fanny coming in with the Cutthroat immediately takes down uh, Unique. So it seems like even though when final boss are trying to get trade-offs, Meow Meow Gang, they're just a step ahead, doing so much damage, so much pressure and aggression. We have the Lord also spawning up, so it's going to be interesting to see what here.
Yes, that is true. I mean, I have hosted for Myanmar Gang before, and what Myanmar Gang does is they try to get that early game domination, or so if they have the early game domination, they can easily end the game like really fast, even if their opponent has those late game damage or early game damage. And oh my goodness, look at that hill that's going in.
Yeah, the wild charge connects on to 11-11. Johnson is the first one to go down, but Joseph does get blocked away from the Guardian's barrier. She has the cutthroat still, but does not have enough energy to actually use it up. The circling eagle pulls in the Aurora, trying to do more damage onto Darwin. The Grok getting pretty low, chipped down by Stralis. That's quite a bit of damage onto Unique. Now, Jam is in between four members, uses the power of the wilderness, coming in with a double frigid glacier, but Joseph is back into this fight. Got fourth landing onto Unique, securing a double kill onto Gem as the Hayabusa can just try and run away. Johnson there with the full throttle, giving Joseph a triple kill. Will they go for a maniac here? Nope, a Guardian barrier just blocks off that potential fourth kill for Joseph.
Yes. I mean, Joseph Fanny is so good. I mentioned it in the banning phase too. I felt like Joseph would have gone for that Fanny, and I'm surprised the final boss did not ban out that Fanny, even though I said Fanny was a pretty risky pick in the first pick as a first pick, but then Joseph decided to take it anyway. And if you go back to the itemization, Joseph has that anti-Q race.
Yeah, that was pretty unexpected, but it is working out for the side of Meow Meow Gang.
Yes, look at that Joseph with his steel cables.
He's going in pretty aggressive. Zushang does go down to the side of the Johnson as Joseph is able to take down Unique. With quad shadow kills, Sevuz is trying to get away over here. He does not have the Ouija shadow kill as well. Meanwhile, on the backside, uh, the rest, uh, the side of Final Boss, they're just getting zoned away as we did see Sevuz fall as well.
Yes, and if we come back again to the itemization, Joseph has that anti-Q raise just to kind of have extra, physical defense coming in from that Beatrix. And are we looking at a potential fight out here, Quentin?
It might be as Jam walks into two members, does get stunned up, knocked up as well, but a good Guardian barrier from the side of Darwin does stop a little bit of the pressure. Now, look at 11-11. He's just right in between Zushang and the rest of the side of the final boss, as the Ouija Shadow Kill is able to zone away few of the members for the side of Meow Meow as Johnson is the first to fall. Stralis doing quite a bit of damage, able to chip away. The Bruno is starting to come online pretty quickly over here. And without a proper response, it seems like for the side of Final Boss, it might be pretty dire in this first game.
Yes, and final boss, they will have a hard time making a comeback here because they are already lacking behind in that gold with 80 gold difference. And oh my goodness, look at the Joseph steel cable, Quentin.
He is able to secure that kill. Sadly, Flashing does go down. His passive was not enough to keep himself alive, but Unique was able to land the Frigid Glacier. Not enough time for the Stralis to actually just secure that kill. And now with the full throttle coming in from the Johnson, they're just diving this inhibitor, taking down Jam in the process as well. With another wave coming down, this is the bot inhibitor firstly falling in this entire game right now. It seems like for the side of Meow Meow, they do not want to take the Lord right now. They might just be moving on to it right now. But again, Joseph going in so aggressively, able to take down Zusheng as soon as he spawns.
I say that it's a spawn cam coming in from Joseph. And, since Meow Meow Gang has a Matilda, I feel like Meow Meow Gang, they don't really care if they are inside the inhibitor or inside the turret or not, since the mobility coming in from Matilda will just save them so easily. And oh my goodness, Joseph is going so aggressive with his steel cables, and he did take out that unique. And look at that 11 going in with his. You can take it away, Quentin.
With his full throttle. Now Jam is caught up in a lot of trouble over here, is able to just run away. That extra movement speed from his first kill is pretty useful right now, but it seems like the rest of Final Boss, they don't have the respective damage to actually pull back the members. A good Guardian wall stops Joseph from actually entering the base, but he finds a good angle, able to go in, not find any members, does walk out, and they just wait. Full throttle is used up again. The circling eagle coming in from the Matilda, just getting more vision. He is pretty low. The frigid glacier does get used up as well. That's a lot of damage onto the Aurora. Her passive is not there, but the Ouija shadow kill might just come out. Takes down Strayless finally, but Joseph is back in there, taking down Unique. The full throttle does not land on many people, but Zushang is thrown back, is able to use the Bennett's Rage to kite out the rest of the members from the side of Meow Meow Gang. Now Jam caught in a tight position, looks pretty low as 1111 tries to get something more over there. The Aurora is still able to survive somehow. Hayabusa not being able to pick that kill up. Now it seems like Joseph sitting in that bush. This might not be looking good for the side of Sivuz, as he is immediately knocked out as soon as he gets into the range of this Fanny. We do have the Renner's Wrath getting connected over there. The blue buff going on to the side of Joseph again. He is double blued up. He still has his buff available as well. The full throttle from the Johnson is also used. And now we do have Unique with that full throttle of himself. But Joseph, again, still being so relentless, putting so much pressure. We are back at it as immediately the side of Final Boss is wiped.
Yes, and Hilda is not looking in a good position right now, and Joseph does get a triple kill. This is the second triple kill that Joseph got, and Joseph has not died a single time. Just look at his kill death assistance. Joseph has the 27 kills with 0 death and 2 assists, and he already has the full stacks and full build, full stacks on that Sky Pierce. He also has that Rose Gold to provide extra shield. And look at Johnson. Oh my god, I thought Johnson would have crashed right there, but it looks like he was careful with it. And coming back to the itemization, Joseph already has a full build. Strayless only needs 2 builds. I don't know which build he's going on with right now, and looks like we are looking at a potential fight coming in, Quentin. From
Good maneuvering from the side of the Johnson. He's able to move pretty well on that car. You know, you can say that he's got his driver's license right here. But as a fight brews out here, the Ouija Shadow Kill does not pick anybody out right now. Strayless is pretty low, but Darwin walks up a little too aggressively, gets taken down in the process. Jam does find Rust, but that is a Matilda. Now the full throttle comes in from the Johnson. Jam trying to get away is not able to. The Frigid Glacier from the side of the Valentina is there to stun up a few members. Aurora is still alive, but the Hayabusa not able to get many picks over here. It seems like without any minions here, the side of Meow Meow Gang, they're not looking to end right now, but they are getting into it pretty soon, I guess.
Yes, and I have noticed Meow Meow Gang has not decided to take the Lord. I don't know if they are trying to end it without a Lord, but oh my goodness, Joseph's steel cable takes down that unique.
Yeah, that
You know, yes. You can say your part, Quentin, if you want to say anything.
exactly. It's just painful to watch. Joseph is just a monster right now. 29, 0, and 2. This is not what a Fanny should really be looking like, but now a huge team fight blows out, and it's not good for Final Boss. I don't think I need to call out any skills names, as Darwin also goes down. That is a 5-man wipe, and I guess
This is the end for Final Boss. And yes, Meow Meow Gang decided to take that victory without any Lord. And Joseph,
Meow Meow take game number 1 again. Joseph with that MVP 31, 0, and 2. That's pretty remarkable. So I guess we can invite Shinryu, if you're there, to actually give us your thoughts on the game as well.
Man, do I call that Meow Meow Gang's victory or do I call that Joseph's victory? Man carried that entire game on his shoulder, just a one man show. You know what, Quentin? He's just him. At this point, Joseph is him. He just like proved it. I don't need to even like add anything more. It was just the Fanny, they picked that Grok to counter that Johnson and an unorthodox pick, I would say, but how are you going to stop Joseph? He can fly around from anywhere, anywhere. You can put the wall at one direction, but what about the rest of the three direction? Where will you run? You think you can stay inside your base? He will come there and kill you there as well. And yeah, man, like it was just a dominating display of Team Meow Meow Gangs in this first game, and I believe there's nothing much to analyze. It was just like the Fanny entirety, and what else can we say? They just need to ban that Fanny, I guess, in this next game. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a deja vu. Quentin and Numi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Numi, go ahead with your thoughts. Anything to say specifically about this game and its performance?
Well, I don't really know if Joseph just cut down that Beatrix and Valentina. They had that, Hilda to invade. They had that Grok to just block out the steel cables. But as Shin, mentioned, even though Grok has that wall, Joseph still has that three sides to go through, and judging by Joseph's steel cables, I'd say he's pretty, skilled with his steel cables. And yes, before we get on to the second, do you have anything to say, Shin?
Man, like it's just at this point I feel like team final boss they have the chance as long as they play for their key strengths and their key victories that the point for victories. If they just let themselves get snowballed again, like this very last game, it will not be a good sign because this is the last chance they will get for, to get a ticket to that semi-final. And if they just blow it up, there wouldn't be any, comebacks for them. And I feel Team Meow Meow Gang, they can, again put up a same display if the chance arises. But it's difficult to say, it could be team final boss getting a comeback again because they are not an underdog team. I repeat that. And we have seen them time and again proving that to us. They have done quite a few reverse sweeps in the past. So I believe team final boss they have a very good chance for a comeback as long as they can, shut down Joseph early on in the game. If you let him farm pretty, freely, it's just gonna be the same thing because he's very skilled. Just 18 or 17 or 18 years I have heard, and you can see how mechanically gifted or how you know talented he is. He might have practiced day and night on that Fanny to be able to play like that. So yeah, I feel for the second game we have to watch it how it turns out here, Quentin and Numi.
Yeah, and with that, I guess we might just jump right into the second game. So I think without any further delay, we'll go straight into the second game of tonight, the Meow Meow Gang versus Final Boss. This time, Final Boss, they do have that blue side, and Meow Meow do have that red. So we have to see what happens here. They might just go in with another game plan. What do you say, Numi?
Well, honestly, saying judging by the first game, I feel like, Final Boss, they gotta ban that Fanny just to provide Joseph for getting a zero death again. So my predictions on the drop is pretty much yes, they gotta ban out that Fanny. Or if Final Boss they have a member who can play Fanny, then I think they will keep that Fanny open. But Final Boss has decided to ban that Chip again. Yes, Chip is very, very annoying with his shortcut and Meow Meow Gang banning out that Vexana again. Now, in this new patch, Vexana has been nerfed. So I don't really see any point of, banning Vexana here, but Zushin is a pretty ban coming in from Final Boss. Zushin with the flare lantern, with her flare lantern is so annoying. But I feel like they should have kept that Sushin open because they do have that first pick. So what do you think, Quentin? And I mean, these are the similar bans in the first game, Quentin.
Exactly. That Fanny getting respect banned out
Yes.
respectfully, very respectfully. But yeah, the bans are pretty similar to the first game. We did see Meow Meow ban these three exact heroes in their first phase as well. And for the side of final boss, they did ban away the Zushin and the chip. Actually, the chip was banned away by Meow Meow. No.
I don't recall, but one of these two teams
Yeah,
did
one of
ban
these
out that
teams.
chip. Yes.
Yeah, now final boss they do have that first big potential, so they have a lot of options. So they need to really be careful with what they want to pick here because it seems like Meow Meow they even though they seem to be fooling around, they have a game plan whenever they're going into these sorts of tournaments. So the Matilda just gets immediately locked in for the side of Darwin. We have to see what they respond with.
Yes, I did think Joseph would show that Ling tournament as well, because Ling, Suyu, Fanny, these are Joseph's like main heroes, and we see Russ on that show and 11 in the Phobius. Now, Quentin, I'd like to ask you something. Who do you think is the EXP laner? Because I mean, both of these two heroes, they are pretty good in both EXP and roam. So, what are your predictions on who the EXP and who the roamer is going to be between Phobius and Xiao Quinton?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Yes, the flex is possibly there, but looking at the composition that Final Boss is throwing out with that Matilda as well, I think this Phobius would be better off in that EXP lane until and unless they pick something that could literally just throw him off that lane itself. Now, for the side of Final Boss, they do lock in their Bruno. They were pretty comfortable with it for the side of Meow Meow last game, so they just picked that up for Zhushang as Sevuz goes in pretty standard with the Alpha, not taking any risks. Over to you, Numi.
Well, Joseph took that Hayabusa. Now, I haven't really seen Joseph take Hayabusa, or maybe Joseph might just be taunting out final boss Hayabusa, because last game Hayabusa was not that Hayabusa did not perform well at all. The execution from final boss was not good in the last game, but this time Joseph took that Hayabusa to just take down that Bruno who will be on the back lane. And we are on to the second draft phase. So Quentin, what do you think the possible bans are here? Because from the side of Final Boss, they don't have that mage and that EXP laner and Meow Meow Gang. They don't have the marksman and the mage. So what do you think are the possible bans here? As we see, Meow Meow Gang has already banned out that Paramis. On to you, Quentin. What do you think the possible bans are here?
Interestingly enough, it's pretty fun to see what do you call the teams actually switch things up, at least swap heroes here and there with that Hayabusa. But with the Faramis getting banned out, first of all, Meow Meow seems to just want to limit the mid lane potential for the side of uh, boss. They just want to put them on less mobile heroes, possibly. As the same goes for the side of Final Boss, they are starting to ban away the mages. The Louis gets banned out, which makes sense, especially with seeing a Phovius, seeing a Cho. You do not want to go up against these two heroes is if they get a better position in the backside, as Karthik Karcher does get banned away. The final bans coming in for the side of Final Boss, they need to be pretty careful whether or not they want to give their Bruno a good game, maybe ban out the Brody or the Clint here and there. So it'll ultimately come down to this final ban on what Meow Meow would pick next.
Yes, I do think Final Boss will be banning out that Brody because Brody is will be very, very annoying for that Bruno in the early game. So I do think a Brody ban is a possible ban here, as looks like Final Boss is kind of thinking, which hero should we ban? Because it is Meow Meow Gang who we are talking about, and Aurora ban. Uh, the
A
Aurora
lot
ban
of
is
yeah, it got
surprising ban.
a lot of respect coming in from the side of Final Boss, right? They're just banning away
Yeah.
that Aurora and that Fanny.
Yes, because in the last game, Fanny and Aurora, they were both so annoying. And we see Meow Meow Gang going in with that Eve. What do you think about this Eve pick, Quentin?
The Jeep. That's a hero that we've been seeing coming back into the meta, and I'm pretty happy to see these huge artillery mages come back in. Those that can just create a zone and just control for their team. So it's a pretty good composition that Meow Meow are putting through. They're going a much more direct route than what they did last game. But for the side of a final boss, they do pick up that Kadita, which is interesting enough, doesn't get caught out by many of these heroes, does have a passive to keep itself alive, and the natural counter to, or natural, you could say, a lane matchup for the Phoveus into that Khalid. So I guess this Phoveus has the chance of going Rome as well. You never know what's going to happen as Meow Meow have their last pick for their marksman.
Yes, Kadita pick was a surprising pick because we don't see Kadita in tournaments most of the time. And I mean, I agree with Kadita pick here because, Kadita has gotten that adjustments in this new patch. But I still don't think Kadita has that enough damage, unless and until Kadita decides to get that early kill. And Khalid also had some nerf adjustments. So, I mean, both the drafts are looking pretty good, and Streel is going on that Nathan. I mean, these two teams are so good. So, Quentin, I have a question for you. Which draft do you think you can rely on more? Because, most of the time, 60% relies on the draft, and the other 40% is just depends on the execution once you're in the land of dawn. So after the draft, execution is all that matters. So what do you think, Quentin? Whose draft do you like more right now?
The infamous quote, you could say, 60% on the draft, 40% on the game. Well, in this entire lineup, it seems like this time there's a little bit of a switch up. Final boss, they have a better early game, and for the side of Meow Meow, they have a much more secured late game. But looking at the compositions, it seems like for the side of Final Boss, they are relying a lot on Zhu Zhang for the late game, whereas Meow Meow Gang, they look to be a little bit more stronger in that front. This could be, again, anyone's game. It all comes down to this uh, rotations and everything, as we are ready to enter game number two of tonight's quarterfinal match between Meow Meow Gang and Final Boss. Final Boss, they are down a game. If Meow Meow do win this, they will be moving on to the semifinals. So without any further ado, let's just take it away. Why don't we, Numi?
Yes, that is true. We are in the land of dawn, and I am Sunumi, and on the alongside me on the Costas X, we do have Quentin. So, I mean, as you mentioned, Quentin, the scores, the scoreboard right now is 1-0. Meow Meow Gang in the favor, Meow Meow Gang in the lead, and if Meow Meow Gang decides to take that victory, they will be moving on to the semi-finals. But if, final boss, they decide to kind of learn from the previous mistakes that they did, I feel like final boss do have a chance to make a comeback here and make it a fair score. So, Quinton, what do you think?
Lee, there's a lot of deep cuts coming in, a lot of skirmishes all across the board as we're seeing right now. 11-11 looking pretty low, gets first blood. Savuz picks that up, but we might just see a little bit of a trade off. It's starting to look like a better game than before for the side of Final Boss. It all will slowly start trickling down. It is expected. They do have that Alpha, they do have that Matilda, and they also have that Khalid. So that's a lot of early game damage. As we see a rotation coming in for the side of Meow Meow to that top lane, the Alpha with the Spear of Alpha connecting onto the Phoveus once again, but it seems like 11-11 does not need to enter this team fight. The Hayabusa is enough to take down two members for this side of Final Boss, giving them that leverage for this first objective.
Yes, that is true. And right now, final boss is going in with that early gameplay, and Alpha will be pretty helpful. So coming back to you, Quentin, can you please take it for a while?
Exactly. We are having a fight over here. It seems like Hayabusa was caught in a pretty tight spot, Joseph. Does go down in that entire fight, but now this is turning into a 2v3, and Jam is not able to escape that. Now the Matilda is caught up over there. A good flicker, not sure what happened over there. The kick did not go through, it seems. A little bit of a pre-assumption from Rust does cost him his life. So a little lot of back and forth going on in this game as well.
Indeed, Quentin, I'll just take it away for a little bit while Numi is just fixing some issues. But yes, that really gave team final boss a bit more leverage. I feel like, with the game going on for this first neutral objective, which is still on the map team, Meow Meow Gang, they want to start this, but two team, final boss they want to contest for this is the question.
Yeah, we are having the Ouija Shadow Kill already getting extended here. The real world manipulation is down. Goodness, my tongue. But we are seeing that the Kadita coming in with the rough waves, able to secure the kill onto the side of Flash. But it seems like Meow Meow, they do not want to contest this even more. But we have a re-engage coming in here. The Phoveus is still stuck between two members. If played right, he can do pretty well here. Takes down Darwin, gets pushed back into the knockup coming in from the side of the Kadita. Jam is able to trade away Rust, but look at that, the Infernal Pursuit securing the double kill for the side of 1111. He did go down early, but was able to make a pretty decent comeback back into the bot side. Zushang does not look like he's in a good position as Joseph just looks down onto Hate as he just takes his time taking that kill, but gets traded out by Unique.
Man, oh man, 11-11 what a monster, but there's more fight going on here, Quentin.
We have the rough waves coming out, a killing spree for the side of Unique, but this time a shutdown by Strayless. I thought there was going to be a little bit more of an engage, but it seems like for the side of Final Boss, they try to push it back into the top side. We do see the flicker getting extended by Jam as 1111 was able to pressure away the lead from his lane entirely. It's actually right now it's slightly favoring Meow Meow Gang, but again, it's still anyone's game. Look at the pressure coming in from the Bruno as well.
Indeed, the trades are being so back and forth. Unlike the first game, this game is a lot more, it's like not leaning towards one side anymore. You can see team, final boss, they are trying to fight back for their chance. As you can see, the members, they are slowly looking for that farm, waiting for that Bruno to get, those items to come online here before they go for those engages. But here with the second turtle coming in, I think both the teams might go for another engage.
We have Darwin jumping right into Rust and does get a little bit of poke from Strayless, but it seems like he is all right now. But it's better position for the side of Meow Meow as they do begin this first turtle. Joseph already on it. Zushang is in position, but Strayless already with the Time's Journey is using it up, able to secure that turtle. Now the Spear of Alpha does connect onto Shang is the first to go down, but Flash Thing is taken out as well. The Quicksand Guard trying to buy a little bit more time, but the Phoveus in the backside with so much Infernal Pursuit doing so much damage for the team. The Rough Waves connects onto one. This might look a little bit better for the side of Final Bosses. They are able to disengage, but the Quad Shadows are there. So is the Ouija Shadow Kill jumping straight onto the backside, is able to take Darwin all the way to that inhibitor. Just shadows back to safety as we see a re-engage coming in from the side of the Khalid. We have the Joe coming in with the Way of the Dragon, getting that unstoppable with that Infernal Pursuit. Does get traded away, Rust, but overall it seems like Meow Meow Gang, they are happy with this entire trade-off.
And that was such a overextended fight. Both the teams are not giving in. Here you can see Hayabusa again going in, but I guess he will come out. But here is the final RWM.
The RWM does come out, but Flashing was able to flicker away just in time. The Rough Waves did not connect as a double kill for the side of 1111. They're trying to take this Hayabusa down first, but 1111 in between all these members still has the Infernal Pursuit, able to lock down Zushang as well. As it seems like Meow Meow Gang, they are looking pretty dominant here. The Way of the Dragon connecting onto the Khalid, a good kick from Rust, able to secure that second turret in that mid lane as well.
Yes, with the second tier turret already falling, the jungles are not safe anymore for the side of Team Final Boss here. Just when you will think Joseph won't come in for those kills or for those damage, he's just there. You can see in the last team fight, Zuzang did not expect that damage from Joseph, and he was just there getting the shutdown. But the real monster right now is 11-11 on that Phobius. Those Infernal Pursuit are so annoying to deal with. He's just the front line, but he's dealing so much damage just with those tanky items. He is able to maneuver around so well, giving that distraction or that window for Joseph to go in and get the shutdown onto the members. But here on the fight, perhaps.
Have that journey already getting used up. Stralis is pretty safe over there, but the Ouija Shadow Kill does secure Darwin. The real world manipulation does come out, so is the Rough Waves. But now Alpha not in a good spot. Gets taken down by Flash Singh. The Rough Waves does not connect onto anyone, but he is able to take down Stralis. Gets traded out in the process. Rust picking that kill up, but it seems like the rest of Meow Meow gang, they want to invade this jungle. They know that the jungle is not up, so it might be a little bit dire as they're not getting the turtle as of right now. It does turn into the Lord. They might just look to take another fight over here as this game looks pretty exciting, don't you say, Shin?
Yes, indeed. But here Joseph goes in with the Ogi Shadow Kill, but the damage is not completely falling onto, Darwin here. The minions were there to disperse that damage, but with the Lord spawning already, 8 minutes in, Bucket Joseph again wants to go in. But yeah, with the Lord spawning, I think Team Meow Meow Gang, they want to finish this game early, but again under engage here, Quentin.
The Infernal Pursuits do come out, and Joseph is also there, so is Rust. They might be going in for a little bit more over here, but nope. A little bit of skirmishes, ultimates getting used up. They see to take this bot turret pretty well. The RWB does come out, but the Rough Waves is enough to secure Rust. The Ouija Shadow Kill is used up as well. Darwin is the next to fall as a double kill for the side of Joseph as 11-11 take down this bot tier 2. We might see in the top side that Zhu Shang, he might just get this top turret if the rest of Meow Meow, they don't want to defend this. Let's see what happens over here.
Indeed, Team Meow Meow Gang, they have these members with those picks who are able to, just give so much pressure by themselves, but Infernal Pursuit being used on the top lane. And here 11-11 will go down, I guess, and the fight might continue. We can see Rust going in for that, way of the dragon onto that Bruno, but he will get out of there. Not the Bruno, but the Alpha. My bad.
Yes, Shin, and thank you for covering up for me. Well, to fix some technical issues, and my goodness, that Hayabusa going so strong, and oh my goodness, I missed out on so much. And Quentin, if you're still here,
Yeah,
that team fight going in the purple buff.
Exactly. The Rough Waves does get used up, and it seems to be a little bit of a back and forth still going out. The Raging Sandstorms are also used very aggressively. Rust is the first of all in that, but the real world manipulation is there. The Infernal Pursuit coming out again. 11-11 with such tanky items able to sustain so much might finally go down to the hands of Zhu Shang. As it seems like final boss, they are trying to make a slight comeback. Stralis is in a better position. Might just take down Darwin right here. Yup, Darwin with the Circling Eagle is not able to survive. As the Ouija Shadow Kill gets a double kill for the side of Joseph, looking all well for the side of Meow Meow Gang.
Yes, that is true. I mean, Joseph at this point is just saying, this is how you play Hayabusa. And oh my goodness, look at that Kadita going in with her Rough Waves, taking no one down. I think, Kadita saw that Natalia there. That's why she decided to use her Rough Waves. And Joseph trying to get the kill on Khalid, but this didn't work out. Right now, the scores are 50-27. Though in the early game, this was looking on the favor of final boss. In the late game, it is just not looking good for final boss. And look at that Cho just going in with his Chikundo, and Phobe is going in rough. And I think you gotta take it on, Quentin.
Yeah, he almost takes down Khalid by himself. Now that you're coming in with the way of the dragon, able to purify away Zushang, Unique is able to take down Flash Thing, so it looks like to be a turnaround. But again, Phoveus just exists, he's just there, so tanky as Trailus and Joseph enter the match as well. The Ouija Shadow Kill does pick up a double kill for this side of Joseph again. Darwin is taken down. Zushang looking to be next 11-11, securing that kill as the last member. That is Jam on this Khalid. Gets chased away by Russ. He's not getting his time to heal up. The Quicksand Guard does get used up, but will he be able to secure this kill? The Way of the Dragon straight into the hands of Strayless gives him such a clean kill.
Yes, and now Tita and Alpha, they both have spawned, including Mathilda, so I think they can defend this round. But again, Meow Meow Gang, they are not just taking forward. Oh my goodness, Quentin.
So fast right now. A double kill so quickly to the hands of Joseph. Make that a triple. Why not? Make the maniac. Why not? Go ahead, Joseph. Why not? This is a show-stopping performance from the side of Meow Meow Gang. The Raging Sandstorm does come out to try and clear things up. Does get the legendary, but shutdown onto Strayless does not change the fact that Meow Meow Gang do take this second game.
Yes, that is true. Meow Meow Gang decided to take that win on towards the semi-finals. And as you mentioned in the first match, Quentin, final boss, they did take on that blue. So they will be saying their goodbyes in this tournament for now. But I think we have our host back, Shin. And thank you for that cover up in the mid game. So Shin, what do you have to say about this match?
Yeah, with that,
No worries. Go on, Quentin.
I think it was a pretty dominating performance. Shin, what do you have to say for yourself?
You can ban his fan, ban any hero you want, but you can't ban the man himself, right? Give him any hero and he'll just show it up, getting the MVP performance again, and that is a testament. But this game, I would say even 11-11, he was there shining. He was the one just being the front line, all beefy, all tanky, even like sustaining most of the damage. And I think the reason why Joseph could shine was 11-11 with the obvious those infernal pursuit were like just everywhere on the map. He was not going down anytime soon, and the moment you could think you could take him down, he's even inside your, you know, inhibitor turrets giving you jumping on you. So I feel like team final boss they really fell short in order to counter Meow Meow Gang in this game, and yeah, Meow Meow Gang with the dominant display just proved why they are one of the top teams in India right now. So back to you guys.
Yes, Meow Meow Gang, they did prove in this tournament again that they are one of the teams in India. And Joseph being him, Joseph, as you said, Chin, you can fan out his heroes, but he is the man himself. So anything more you have to say, Quentin?
Yeah, that was a pretty good game. We do have Meow Meow securing that semi-final slot. And yes, with that, guys, giveaways are still going on. I believe in the chat, if you were paying attention, the moderators were trickling in a few diamonds here and there. But we will go for a short break and we will be back with the second match for tonight. So do be prepared as we still have one more set to go in to see who secures that last semi-final slot. With that, we will be taking a short break.
Indeed, but before we do that, I really want to thank Numi for joining us tonight for this game. We really, loved your company for this game, and your analytical part was so, so important for us. It really gave us some great insight for this match, and we really want to, I really want to showcase my heartfelt gratitude on the behalf of entire Yama family. So thank you so much, Numi, for joining us tonight.
Yes, you're welcome, Shin, and I had a great time here. But I think I will be joining on with you on the second game too. So stay tuned to then.
Alrighty. I guess with that, we can go for the short break now, guys. Stay tuned. We will be back soon.
day will eventually come, when Faramis returns us to human.
She is the queen who defends her people in the face of the abyss. Yet a century ago, she was but a young bride. That's when the guardian of the border, Duke Atticus, requested a political marriage with the royal family. The bride arrived at the border, facing the city of barren land without the company of her groom. She governed the city, and in silence she waited. Waited for the end of the war. Waited for that postponed wedding. The Princess Bride, the oath-keeping knight, the war-torn city, all were waiting. The wedding devolved into catastrophe. The defenders turned into killers and destroyers.
And so the fun begins.
Leomord kept his oath at a costly price.
Your Highness! The demons are closing in!
The mist. It'll destroy the demons and corrupt sentient beings. My love, make the choice.
The fate of the city rested in the bride's hands.
Protect Her Highness!
Much rather die standing.
And so, a queen was born. However, that's not the end of the story. Who else than me to lift the curse?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Vortex of Legends Season 2. The quarterfinal matches are going pretty lit as we are down to the last few teams who will be able to secure that semi-final match, semi-final slot for this entire tournament. We have here In Future We Trust versus Maaf. And before anything, guys, remember to subscribe, like the stream, and do share it as well, as we do have a Starlight giveaway at 500 subscribers. Again, we also have, keep an eye on the chat as well. There will be diamond giveaways there as well. Our moderators will be guiding you throughout as well. So, with us tonight, we have Shinryu back here and our guest caster Numi as well. So, Numi, please say hi to the chat once again.
Hello to everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are you ready for this game In Future We Trust? But before that, Numi, are you ready for this game?
Yes, I am ready for these two teams to play because, I know both of these teams and both of these teams are so good. I cannot wait to watch them match. Chin.
Indeed, we are all, looking forward to this game, and I guess we are more than ready here, Quentin, to start off this game, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like everybody in the lobby is pretty much ready. So, without any further ado, I hand this game over to the casters, Shinryu and Numi, as we enter the ban phase for this first game of the last match of the quarterfinals. Take it away, ladies and gents.
Thank you so much for that, Quentin. But here we are already in for a fast ban. The Fanny getting banned right away here, Numi.
Yes, that is true. I mean, Fanny did receive that. Fanny is a respect, either it's a respect ban for the side of Maaf, or it is going to be that new batch, which is the adjustment, I mean, what do you call it? The mana adjustment.
Indeed. The with the buff coming in for that Fanny, the regen on her energy is pretty fast. Like right now, you can just spam those cables, those skills a lot more than before. And one new adjustment with this, like what this new adjustment brings to the table is that you can now equip the war axe on Fanny. So that does give a lot of true damage and also a lot of sustain along with, those stacks. You can use those stacks a lot more rather than before where you used to run out of that energy. And the second ban for this game would be that Phobius here, and there was a ship here, Lumi.
Yes, I mean, both of these two heroes, they are a really, really good ban because Phoebus is going to be a that EXP and the roam side. And if you look at the chip ban, Chip's shortcut ultimate is going to be pretty annoying in team fights because even if Chip is alone, he can just use his shortcut to let his teammates come in and just take that. But I feel like ASAP, which is In Future We Trust, they shouldn't have banned that chip because they do have the first pick. So they could have secured that chip for themselves. But I don't know, maybe, the side of ASAP, which is In Future We Trust, they are cooking up something. And if we look at the ban coming in from Ma, Matilda has been banned. Now, Matilda is also really good because her circling eagle will provide so much mobility, and her second skill will also provide so much mobility in the team fight, especially if your teammates are in a low HP. Matilda will just help you, escape it, Shin.
Indeed, like you mentioned, the chip is something even I don't personally want to play against. Man, if I'm just isolated, those five people jumping on me is something that would give me nightmares even after I am done with the game. But here with the Matilda being banned is something, the mobility is something that team Maaf here is trying to deny towards the side of team In Future We Trust or team ASAP. And the
Yes,
Zushin ban is something very, self-explain, not like it self-explains itself, like how annoying that hero could be on that mid lane.
yes. I mean, the knockup coming out from Zushin with her flare. If you are near a turret, then you're just dead and gone. And oh my goodness, Ma decided to ban that Valentina. Now we don't see Valentina getting banned a lot because Va- Valentina is that people usually just take Valentina and not ban it. So I don't really know what Maaf is thinking right now, what their composition, what their draft is right now. Because if I had to guess, I'd say Maaf already has their picks ready up in their mind. And we are on to the picking phase with Sicilian getting picked from the side of ASAP, which is in future we trust. So what do you think, Shin, so far?
Indeed, I think like you rightfully mentioned that Team Up is cooking something and they want to deny those ultimates being stolen away by that Valentina. But with the Sicilian being picked as their first, on the side of Team ASAP or in future we trust, it is a deny pick too towards Invoker, who we already know is doing well on that hero. And yeah, with the picks coming in from the side of Team Mafia, the Hayabusa already so deadly. We saw it in the last game too from Joseph really, really shining
Yes.
so well. And the Gatot is with that AOG just changing the tides of this team fight so strong even after the nerfs. And yeah, the Khalid, is it a really good answer against that, if it's played into the EXP lane here, Numi?
I think Khalid is going into that EXP. I think Khalid is more of a role in this position because Tetsuya, also known as also Tet QT, he did take out that Hilda, and Hilda is going on to that EXP because Hilda EXP is also really, really. But Kyle is on to the next. And we all have noticed how good Kyle is on, even if your team is just depend on Kyle for that lead. And Blue on that Nathan. What do you think about Nathan pick here?
The
Shin.
Nathan is really a good pick for the late game. They have a Sicilian on the side of Team ASAP here. They do want to play for that late game, of course, and that Nathan for the side of Team Mafia is just an insurance for them. If the game goes to that late game, that Nathan can deal that equivalent damage compared to a Sicilian here. But it will come down to how these teams can, like if either of the teams go for a snowball, it could be very like it could be a game over, I believe, because this Hilda is really a good counter against those assassins. So, having that Hilda could be something that could give team ASAP or team in future we trust that extra edge against that Hayabusa. But with the second phase of the banning coming in, we can see the marksmans being banned away from the side of Team Mafia. But do you think that banning Drome will make any difference for the side of Team Maaf? They do want to, have a really good engager for them if they want to play around that Hayabusa and that Natan.
Yes, I do think so because I mean they do have that gut, and they do have that Nathan for that league game. I think if they had to ban, they should ban a marksman here and Erithel. I think it's a pretty good pick. Maaf prioritized those marksman bans because ASAP or in future we trust, they still haven't taken any marksman. And if we look at ASAP's, I mean, ban here, I don't think Tycho ban was good here because we don't see Tycho much in the tournaments, and Tycho ban is just not. I don't think it was that necessary for them. Eve, I do understand Eve ban was okay because Eve's skill box is just good, and judging by the fact that Eve did get that as adjustments in this new batch, and we are on to the second of the picking phase, and we see that Mav took that Aurora pick. So, what do you think the respective picks from ASAP is going to be?
I think they do want to go for an assassins for themselves. Like they need to mark those backline artillery damage that Team Maaf have here. The link is still open for the take, so is that Shuyo. And if they want to take that Shuyo, it could be a very flexible hero going in that team fights. But I think Team ASAP, they do need a very good goal laner though. They can use that Claude for themselves. It is buffed right now. And it is a very strong pick currently, but even the Moscow is open. like it can be also be a good pick here.
Bane pick coming in from ASAP. Bane has a lot of damage in that late game, and also the you know what do you call it? I cannot find the right word for it, but if I remember, I will tell. But look at that Kyle on the car. Kyle would go on to the goal lane. It looks like Kyle will be going on to that Carmilla pick. Now, if you tell me, I feel like Carmilla is so good here. I mean, if we see Gatot and Carmella's combination, they just go so well. If Gato goes in with his AOG, Carmela can just use her curse of blood to connect it to everyone and make everyone receive the same amount of damage. And they also have that Aurora to provide that stun, that freeze coming in from that frigid glacier. So, Shin, I would like to ask you something. Which draft do you think is valid here? Because even if the draft is good, execution needs to be on point. So just looking at the, draft, what do you think? Who do you think has a better draft here?
With the Moscow being locked in, that is the global ultimate presence for that the side of team ASAP here. And if played right, that Moscow can really carry those games with the damage that the Moscow can input in the late game, along with the Sicilian, is that extra insurance for the side of team ASAP here. But like you mentioned, it'll come down to that execution at the end of the day. Team Maaf's draft is really great if you compare for a front to back composition. They have those heroes to dive in for that Nathan and then Hayabusa to shine here. But it'll come down how fast those heroes can get their items or that advantage in the early game. Who gets that goal lead? But here we are already in for this first match between Team Maaf versus Team ASAP. And we are in the land of Dawn here. We can already see that Khalid being so aggressive here, Numi.
Yes, that is true. Khalid Rome, I think it is the best shout here. If we see Gato is onto that EXP lane, and oh my goodness, look at that. Just amazing execution. I mean, amazing rotation coming in from Lee onto that Khalid.
Indeed, that Khalid is already showing his presence from the very first minute of the game. You can see him already going for the turret, is the question, but he
Oh.
should have marked that blue though.
But if you look at the top and look at Tetsuya, Tetsuya is not. He will be taken
Oh,
down.
a bit of misplay coming in from the side of Team ASAP here. Ted Cutie bit too over, too deep in the jungle of Team Mafia got that punishment. They were 4-man for the side of Team the Mafia, and that was not a good play. That does give a good lead towards the side of Team Mafia. I think they can convert it to a good lead.
Yes, and I see, Khalid trying to zone out that EXP lane, but onto the bot lane. See Carmilla camping over there to take down that Moscow, because Moscow, if he farms too early, he is going to be a pretty painful to deal with. And looks like they are going in for a gang fight over here, Shin.
Indeed, the Hayabusa does go into the Quad Shadow. We can see the members are already low. Lee already falling with the damage of the Quad Shadow, but here Hayabusa is isolated. The damage is being placed. Here goes forever too long. Not getting the damage, but here comes Tet Cutie with the damage, and we'll get the shutdown. Here is that deadly catch being used, and Kyle will be the next to fall. Blue already too low. 3 members. We can see the AOG being used. The Blue did fall from the damage of Devil here. Getting that shutdown onto the backline. The Invoker will lose his passive, but I think that will call for a disengage. But no, Dead Quiddy wants to find the damage onto Hyung. We can see Lee already giving the rotation, still going in with the damage, but I think they won't pursue any further because the turtle is already on the map, and that is the next objective, I believe.
Yes, that is true. I mean, both of the teams, they are doing pretty good onto the rotation. Hilda coming into the bot lane from top, and look at that Hilda and Kyle going 1v1. Oh my
Yes, the curse of blood already being used. We can see Hayabusa going with the damage. The frigid glacier is there. Will get the shutdown onto Tet Cutie, but the damage is so much onto Invoker. He will fall. Does not have the passive, but the heat from Lee really turning the tides of the team fight. We can see Already two members, make it three members falling, but Hyung all by himself will use that AOG but will not find the Purify. Did save Devil here, but Hyung all by himself. Lee getting chunk so low, might fall here from the damage of Hyung. And yes, that does give the side of team Maaf the advantage to take this turtle, I believe. But here Kyle's want to look for more TQT by himself. The Sanguine Claws will connect onto Hyung, but the damage is still not there. You can see both the junglers are there in the map. Kyle trying to give that pressure onto Mermaid here, but he will go for that do buff and back to reset, I believe, or on the top lane. There could be an engage or no.
Yes, Hyung is looking pretty low on that HP, and oh my goodness, Tetsuya going into it. Uh, oh my.
Indeed, there is Kyle again giving that vision, but Hume almost falling. TQT is so aggressive on that Hilda. But yeah, back to the turtle, we can see there's another zoning coming out from Lee. Kyle is there to support Invoker, but this Hayabusa is not interested. This might be a free turtle going to the side of team ASAP here.
Yes, that was a free turtle because Duba was not interested in that turtle, and Lee, I think Lee will to that invade. So it looks like he won't be going.
Yes, Lee a bit too extended. Will use that, ultimate to get out of there. But here comes Devil with the damage, and I think again back to reset. But yes, the team fights are very long and overextended. We can see Kyle again going back in onto Lee. Will have to use that flicker to get out of there, and the fight is just continuing as we speak.
Yes, and if you look into that mid lane, look at that QT and him just going in for a brawl. And oh my goodness, Lee was
The
not in a good position. The damage coming in
Indeed.
from Maaf is just really, really nice. And the team fights. Tuba is looking for a free kill, but he doesn't get that. But if you look onto the
Oh
bot
wait,
lane,
yes, that conceal could have turned into a deadly fight again. But yeah, back to the thing, like both the teams are not giving in. You can see already 6 kills for both the sides. And yeah, I think with the gold it's not so different. Like the gold difference is not there yet, just a couple of hundred. But here's the curse of blood connecting, but Lee already using that, you know ultimate to get
Raging
out of there. But
Sandstorm.
the mermaid, yes, the raging sandstorm, I'm sorry. And the unfortunate
Oh my,
one was
what?
mermaid all by himself.
I don't know
Okay,
what Lee
you
is
can
trying to do over here.
maybe internet issue, or maybe he just got disconnected from his team. And yeah, but he will fall. That is 2 kills going to the side of team Mafia.
Yes, I don't know what happened to Lee and that. He just went inside the turret to and if you look at the itemization, oh my goodness, before we get on to the itemization, look at that pet QT and Hyun.
Yes, already a lot of damage being placed. The AOG will get used, but will not find anybody. Hit QT is there, will get the taunt, but here comes the clapback from the side of team ASAP. The Raging Sandstorm will connect onto Duba, will fall from that, and yes, this might give another free turtle to the side of team ASAP here, because the jungler is down from the side of team off.
Yes, I mean, I don't think Tuba will be interested in Turtle anyways, and I see, oh my goodness, Tech QT is so aggressive on that hill that taking down in Invoker's passive, and if you look onto the top river side, Lee is trying to get that Kyle and Nathan. And if
Yeah.
we see onto the bot lane, Bane and Cecilian, they are trying to push that bottom lane. They took out the first tier on the bottom lane, and Nathan does not look.
Yes, you can see the dead KT already going in with that engaged damage placed onto in blue. Will get the shutdown. Here comes the curse of blood connecting, but the frigid glacier is there to change the turn of the fight, and here gets the shutdown of a 3-man, 3-4-1 trade for the side of Team Map. Walking out with a better trade might convert to an objective onto the top lane.
Yes, I mean, Kyle's Curse of Blood is so good. Kyle just went in and then used his Curse of Blood, connecting to three people, and that Frigid Glacier stun. I mean, Frigid Glacier Fees coming in from that stun that Moscow and Duba just going in with the shadow. I mean, what do you call it? What do you call
Oh, look at that mid lane though. Before that, Invoker already being getting so much damage placed onto him. Will use that flicker to get out of there. Yes, back to what you were saying, Numi. Please go on.
Yes, what I was saying is, Duba going in with his old after Moscow got frozen by that, Voka was just so good communication coming in from Maaf. And if you look at the scoreboard, they are able to 11 with Maaf on the lead. And if we look at itemization, Mermaid is going in with the physical damage. Look at the purple buff, look at that.
Yes, the AOG connecting onto two members, but the heal is there from Kyle. The Ogi Shadow kill will not be enough damage. But here comes a Curse of Blood connecting onto one member, but the damage is so much. The deadly catch will get used, but here comes Duba with the damage. The shadows does not get placed onto the members, but Hume kind of isolated will fall from that entire engage. And yes, I think team ASAP they walked out with a better trade. They might convert for more, but onto the mid lane you can see Ted Cutie so aggressive. And here is Blue with the entropy will get the shutdown onto Ted Cutie, but the damage from Devil is so much. But here comes a flicker from Kyle, and he will get the shutdown onto Devil. But two members isolated with the Frigid Glacier is there. The deadly catch not enough to stop them, and Mermaid will fall again. Numi, will you believe me if I tell you that Kyle is not a roamer but a goal laner? Look at him play that Carmilla to his fullest potential.
Yes, that is true. I mean, Kyle is a goal leaner, but look at his execution for that Carmilla is also so good. And oh my, that Moscow was in a that lore, but
Oh, look at Lee almost trying to steal the Lord away, but here the Curse of Blood will connect. AOG also falling onto that Curse of Blood will get the double kill to the side of team Mahav, and they are, even though they lost the Lord, they walked out with a better trade. They got 3 kills and might even get a mid lane first tier turret.
yes. And if you look into the itemization, blue or the Feather of Heaven with that Starlium Sight and Holy Crystal. Now we are talking about Nathan's two down. With these three items, Nathan will be unstoppable because he's purified to escape from the spear of misery that Moskov has. And Moskov has two items. And I think he
Yes, but look at the mid lane. That cutie just isolated will fall from the damage. The Frigid Glacier was perfectly placed for him, and you know the Lord just got defended. But the team, Maaf, they are working with a better trade. They did get the second tier turret onto the mid lane, and next might be the top lane turret. And back to the topic you were mentioning that Blue with that Holy Crystal is so damn lethal. He's already online. It is his time for shine. The mid to late game is the
yes,
territory where Lee will like this. Nathan will be most, you know, lethal for the side of any team they play against.
yes, and Nathan Blue can also take that of niche win chant. If he takes that, he will have a upper hand. He comes across Moss. But if you look at
Indeed.
that, Lee is trying to camp down. I don't. Oh my goodness, Lee spotted that Aurora and is going to storm. And Shin, you can take it away. I think.
Indeed, but I think they might walk.
Oh,
I mean, they will just go for a disengage there. They do not want to engage here. But Kyle and that cutie onto something. The stun will connect, but I don't think so. That will translate into anything. And yeah, the next Lord will spawn soon. I think Team ASAP they do want to contest for the Lord because the goal lead is not so much yet.
yes, the goal lead is just about 2,000 to 3,000 away. It's not that much. I mean, if ASAP wants to recover, they can still recover. But we do see Blue taking the bot lane direct. And Moscow is trying to
Indeed.
go onto the side push from the top lane, and Bane is also going for that side push. I think Blue noticed that and he is recalling, but that QT won't let him. And we might look at a potential fight on to the bot lane here.
Yes, a lot of skills being placed, but the damage is so much on both the members. The AOG will use, but not when finding the members, but the Aurora will lose that passive. But here comes the damage from that Moskov already getting that double kill with a shutdown of his own and a triple kill to Forever's too long and almost a wiper onto the top lane. We can see the Hayabusa uses that Ogre Shadow Gale as his last remedy to defend that lane, but yes, the minions are cleared and Mermaid will fall from that. And yeah, I think this will give some time for Team Maaf to, wait for the members to come back again to the map.
Yes, that is true. And Duba is all alone right now. Then, so I don't think they will try to steal that Lord. So I guess it's a clear Lord for the team ASAP. But oh my goodness, look at that Hayabusa going in with his shadow. But still, that was not enough. He was ability. But if you look at the
That
itemization again, Duba already has three of his items right now, and Lee is all alone right there. I think.
yes, yes, indeed. And you can see, the damage is online from both the marksmen right now. The Moskov is already dealing so much damage in the last team fight. He did get that triple kill, and that just changed the tide of the game. As we know, the late game is the territory for that Moskov and that Sicilian to deal those damage. So right now, I think the tanky frontliners are also not safe from the damage of these two heroes. The Hyun can go in with the AOG, but once he is using that, he won't be able to get out because he does not have a flicker. But here, the Spear of Destruction will connect onto Kyle, but the damage from
Oh my.
Duba onto Forever's Too Long will take him down. But yeah, the Lord is there here on the top lane.
His Lord is marching down on the top lane, and I think Maaf will be able to defend that. And we might, I thought we might be looking for a potential fight, but since ASAP doesn't have forever too long on their side right now, I think they will be backing off. And Ted Cutie, I must say, Ted Cutie is aggressive on hill.
Yes, but here we can see Kyle wants to go in for that engage, and here comes the team. The damage on the QT is so much, he can see already getting melted down, but the AOG will get used, will not find anybody, but the flicker from Devil already being expended, the Frigid Glacier will also miss, and Hyung taking so much damage. The first to fall would be, I mean, they just fell at the same time, but the next to fall was Invoker isolated, did not have that flicker anymore, and yeah, all Duba and Hyun could do was watch the damage from the Sicilian, and Moscow is so high right now here, Numi.
Yes, I think that was a miscommunication coming from the side of Kyle. I think Kyle went in too early. He still has his course of blood, and we see Bane trying to push on. Oh my goodness, look at the damage from Sicilian. I mean, I must say, Sicilian damage is awesome. Not the only Blue, and Blue is not looking. And with that, we do see a victory coming in from the side. So, Shin, what do you think about this match? I think it was so good because in the early game, Maaf was dominating, but in the late game, ASAP did a comeback. So, what do you think, Shin?
Like I mentioned, once that two heroes come online, the Sicilian and the Moscow, it is their territory. It is the time when team ASAP or team in future we trust could take those engaged a lot more. You can see Bane was not, you know, so active or so successful in taking those ganks, but once Forever's Too Long got that damage and those items placed onto him, he was much more useful or much more, active on those team fights. But yeah, I also want to know, Quentin's thought about this game. Do we have you, man?
Indeed, that was a very uh, back and forth game, you could say. We did see in Future We Trust and Maaf take a lot of aggressive steps throughout that entire match. Sadly, Maaf, they were not able to actually get enough damage done in that last fight. The things started turning around once the Moskov got into a better position, and the Sicilian was just dealing quite a bit of damage from a safe distance. So I think so with that, the first game does go over to the side of In Future We Trust. And yeah, I guess for our viewers as well, those that did guess the correct MVP, that was devil, they will be getting their little bit of a prize, you could say. The giveaways are going through. Without a little bit, we will take a little bit of a break right now. We will be back in a short while our casters do recuperate. So, viewers, stay tuned. We will be back in like 2 minutes. So, with that, we will go for this break.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! Shut down! Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Vortex of Legends Season 2, the second match between In Future We Trust and Maaf. In Future We Trust do have that first game up against Maaf. Will Maaf be able to make a comeback? We are yet to see. But before that, again, a reminder to you guys, do like the stream and subscribe to the channel because at 500 subscribers, there will be a Starlight giveaway. One of the lucky viewers will be receiving that Starlight card for this month or any month in particular. And also, guys, do keep your eyes in the chat. We have giveaways being announced by our mods whenever and wherever they feel like. And yeah, I think so. We'll just give it straight back to our casters. We have Shinru and Numi here. So without any further ado, I think so. Take it away, Shin.
Thank you, buddy, for that introduction and the briefing on that giveaway. So, yes, guys, we already saw how the first game went. Team In Future We Trust, or ASAP, already leading this best of three series with a score of 1-0. It is their match point, and this game, Team Maaf have to do the, you know, comeback if they want to get that ticket to that semi-final. But will it come through? Is the question here, Numi.
Yes, that is true. I mean, both of these.
Yes, I believe. Yes, you're right about that. Both the teams, have to play the best game here, Numi. Please go on, carry on.
Yes, and Marv, I think Marv kind of had a miscommunication in game because Marv, I noticed that Marv did a lot of mistakes, and ASAP was just able to recover from that 3,000 gold gap between them. And we are on to the draft session. What do you think?
You know what, Numi, in the first phase of the game, Team Maaf was really doing well, as you mentioned. They were leading in terms of gold, in terms of objectives. And as we saw, like once the game reached to that mid to late game where the Sicilian and that Moscow did come through with the damage with the items on them already available, it was just that time when Team ASAP were taking much more engages, so going for those, counter engages in particular. So that did give them the better trades in those team fights and able to, get that goal lead back for their side. But with the bans coming in, Team Maaf, they did not go for the first ban, but for the side of Team ASAP, they did ban that Fanny though.
Yes, I mean, I don't know what happened to Marv, but I think Duba was facing some, or
Who said there are no shortcuts
yes,
in life? I
he did
literally
that at
invented one.
his maybe a Marv chip because chip will be annoying. I say that every single chip needs to be a shortcut ultimate. And if you look at ASAP in future we trust bans, they did ban at the Matilda. Matilda and since Mav has a first pick in match number 2, Matilda ban is also a pretty good ban. So we are on to the second last draft phase of the first draft phase. So, Shin, what are your thoughts on the second last ban?
They can deny those mages a lot more. Last game, that Sicilian was really hard to counter. They can pick it for themselves or they can go for the ban. That is their choice here. But instead, they will ban that Phobius on to that EXP lane. Those Infernal Pursuit is something you don't really want to play around. And, back to what you were mentioning, that ban on chip every game. I mean, we have seen the times when the chip is left open and it is just such a massacre from any team. You cannot counter that chip no matter how good your like comms could be. It's just like you have to be extremely lucky or you have to really, be good at dodging those skills. But here with the last ban being Zushin and we can see Kyle instantly locking that, Shuyu. But with the immediate answer from Devil would be that's again and the Khalid for Lee.
I mean, ASAP, they are going in for the last that Sicilian devil on the Sicilian and Lee on that is taking that Hilda. I think ASAP missed out Hilda and Kyle is on that to you. You know, till now so far, I feel like the side of Mom, their draft is really good. They have the you damage and they have the aggressive play. And in the vocals that is used, Roblox is going to be so helpful in that team fight. Just provide that coming from the kill box. And we are going to see the last pick of the first phase. Set QT is showing Gator or High both of those heroes. to go for EXP lane. So, Shin, what do you think that Cutie is Hylos or that Gato?
The Gatot is something I would prefer for that Eve as well because that they need somebody to, match the distance. But I think they will go for that Hylos. And once again, this Eve is something or a hero which can counter those high HP heroes. So they has to be careful that Kitty on that Hylos, but it does give them the glorious pathway to go in all the way to the backline to mark that Eve because once she uses that RWM, she cannot move. She has to be, that one place, and they really have to position themselves really well. And if misplayed, it could be a wipe out for the side of Team Maaf. Yes, they do want to play inside that box, like you mentioned, but here Team ASAP, they want to take the fight outside that box. They do not want to engage inside the RWM. And for the second banning phase, we can already see the Gatod being banned instantly. So what could be the next ban here, you think, Yumi?
Well, the next ban here is probably an assassin ban and an Amon ban. Well, Amon ban is not really necessary here, and Amon is not that, you know, Amon does not get picked in tournaments a lot. So I think they could have gone for more like a Hayabusa ban, but they did go out for that Amon ban, and from the side of ASAP, they did decide to take down that Moscow. Now, Jin, what do you think about this Amon ban? Because I personally don't like this Amon ban at all.
I mean, it's a bit unorthodox ban, like you mentioned. We don't get to see it very often getting banned in tournaments. And yeah, it could be a comfort pick for, Mermaid here. I'm sure about that, but yes, banning that is just maybe a precaution that team Maaf is taking here. They do not want any of their heroes to get countered by that hero perhaps, but the link is still open and that could be a problem because if you look at the composition from the side of Team Mafia, they did not have too much CC to offer from their heroes. Yes, they do have that RWM for some extra stun, but apart from that, all they have is the Hilda with that some slowdown and
Oh my god.
Alucard is just something that caught me surprised by surprise. And what do you think about this, pick here? Bit unorthodox, I would say.
I mean, that is true, Alucard picks is a surprise pick coming in from the side of In Future We Trust. I mean, I honestly did not expect Alucard. Mermaid's comfort pick might be Alucard. Good job until that Alucard. And we have the draft. Both the drafts here. So Shin, which draft do you think hand here?
You know what, Numi, that Alucard pick, I would again say, really caught me by surprise. Team in future we trust. They really are trusting that Alucard for their future to carry this game for themselves. And yeah, I mean, the draft is looking solid. They really again have those two strong late game heroes. The Claude buffed again is something is really in the meta right now. And the Cecilion is something that speaks for itself. It is very strong for the late game. Once he get the stacks, those bad impacts just gonna take your HP right before you even know, right before even you can say ouch, your HP is just gone. And yeah, I really want to see Kyle using that Shuyo because in every tournament I've seen Kyle playing that gold lane so amazingly, and seeing him in the jungle is something very new to me. So let's see how it turns out because we are already in the land of dawn, and this is the second game. It is match point for Team ASAP, Team in future we trust, but Team Marv, they really need to put a comeback here. Do you think will happen in this game, Numi?
Well, I am just gonna guess and say I do have a feeling that we'll be able to do a comeback in this match number because they do have that Suyu to just counter out that backlane heroes such as Anna Hilda will just poke out that Khalid and Hylon. So I feel like the draft from this side Maaf is pretty good, but let's not be judgy too much.
Indeed, Lee again being, very active in the early game. Last game also we saw him giving the rotation all across the map, but onto the bot lane we can see the Hylos already chunked so low from the damage of that CC. But here comes Devil. Those bad impacts not carry so much damage yet, but yeah, it will stack up soon, I believe. But so far so good. The teams are both the teams are playing safe. They are waiting for that level 4 on their jungler before they take that engage, I believe. But here onto the bot lane. Will engage come through is the question.
Yes, because Kyle is trying to see if. Oh my goodness, wait. Is Sakura on that EXP lane? Because that would.
Yes, it does seem so. But onto the top lane, there was a bit skirmish going on. We can see Lee already getting used, being chunked low, and has to use that flicker to get out of there. Yes, Numi, we can hear you. The first neutral objective is already on the map. Do you think these two teams will contest for that?
Yes, and Turtle is up now, and I feel like both of the teams they will be coming for that lot as we see Lee provide that vision for Mermaid, and we see an aggression coming in from.
Yes, we can see Devil already isolated. Will get out of there because Duba does not have the damage. It is still level 3, but the skills are already being baited out from both the teams. We can see Ted Cutie already using that glorious pathway to give that extra mobility, and here Invoker bit too out of position, but you can see the turtle being walked on by Kyle. Will get it taken down. Here comes the blazing duet. Invoker forced to use that RW and will not survive the damage, but here Ted Cutie will fall from the damage of blue. The kill goes back, and back and forth trade. The goal lead is just of 200, and I think team you know Maaf did walk out with the better trade. They did get the turtle.
Yes, even though they lost one of their teammates, but at the end of the day, I think it was worth it for that turtle because
Yes, indeed. But onto the top lane, we can see Lee already chunked so low. Will get fall from the damage of Kyle already through. Yes, and I think they might go for a disengage here.
yes, and if you look onto that red buff, Duba is trying to zone out that mermaid, letting. But yes, I mean Lee tried to that Nathan that blue, but just did not see. And if you look onto that lane, Halos looking pretty, know, help hopeless here because CC is just chunking down Ted Cutie's HP, and if you see onto that Duba on the rotation, that vision provided by Duba is so good. So I think you can take it away from here.
Indeed, we can see that CC being so aggressive onto the bot lane, really not giving too much space for Ted Kitty to move around the map or even to win that lane. But here onto the top lane, we can see ambush being set, and Duba walking in will get just deleted immediately, and Entropy did get used, but there is no follow up, so they will go for a disengage here. But onto the mid lane, there is another in ambush, and Lee walks into it already. Chung Solo will walk out with the flicker, but the RWM is there, and that is a shutdown onto Lee by Invoker.
Oh my goodness. You, I mean, you might be looking at a possible fight here. Tech jumps down pretty low and Chin to beat away.
Yes, the glorious pathway already being used. The turtle is there on the map, and we can see Mermaid going in. Kyle going in onto Mermaid, but he has to walk out. Devil already low. We'll have to use that ultimate just to get out of there. And here the turtle is going to the side of Team Maaf once again. I feel this will be an uncontested turtle. Onto the top lane, we can see a 1v1 going on between Mermaid and Blue, but you can see the Alucard taking too much turret shots, will fall eventually, and here comes Lee with the raging sandstorm onto Blue. Again a shutdown. Man, this game is so back and forth. We can see already, the blue buff was invaded by Kyle here. A good, trade for their side onto the bot lane. There could be another potential engage. We can see two members already there waiting for that waves to go in. Ted Kitty trying to cut the wave, but here comes a rotation from Devil to help his EXP laner. We can see Ted Kitty already using that glorious pathway just to get out, but here comes Devil. Might get that shut down onto Hume, but no, I don't think so. He will walk out of there. And yeah, back to you, Numi.
Yes, these team fights are just so good. One team jumps right in that, and look at 1v1 Duba trying
Yes,
to and so is Lee. Both of these roamers, they are doing so good for that vision, and we might be looking at
indeed.
a good fight here.
Yes, there comes the raging stance from the blazing duet already there, but Lee already chunk solo, but will get that kill on to Duba. Duba does fall from that engage. The rest of the members were not there to support him out there, and with that, none of the turrets have been taken down yet. But right as I say that, the top lane turret for the side of Team Maaf does fall here. Team ASAP, they are going for those fights a lot more. We can see they are trying to regain the control here. Maaf, they are not able to answer back the tempo right now. They are falling praise in the hand of Team ASAP here. Again onto the mid lane. We can see Lee trying to get the vision. Will take a lot of damage from Kyle, the evil Crueler, and the damage being placed so much onto the mid lane. Dead QT again isolated. You just have to use that glorious pathway just to get out along with that revitalize. Won't have that for that next turtle fight. Here comes Rage. Stands on with a flicker. Will get that damage onto, stun onto blue, but not enough. The team members were not there and just gets melted down. But while it was all going on onto the top lane, Kyle is going with the push.
Yes, that is true. I mean, if you cannot win a team fight, just go and sort of just take down those first tier targets. You can have in that late game. But I think Kyle will be securing this turtle easily without any delay. And if you look at the bottom lane, look at that kill, just chunking down Mermaid's HP.
Indeed, the
And
zone coming, the zone coming out for the side of team Maaf is also very good here. You can see Kyle already using that conceal, but I think the glorious pathway used you onto Kyle. Here goes leave the support to his members, but Kyle will get out, but not enough. The Alucard's damage come through. The RWM already used, getting so much damage placed onto the members, but not enough to take them down. As you can see, Hume all by himself trying to find the damage onto Lee will get the shut down, and yeah, they will walk out, I believe, unless Blue will go with that entropy, but will not find the members or the target he was looking for. So yeah, back to reset they go.
yes, that is true. And if you look at the itemization, right, Tech Cutie just got his warrior boots, and Khalid did take that Thunderbelt for that to stack up that for the Thunderbelt.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Did Hugh just take down that mermaid alone? That was so impressive.
indeed, the CC is already online. The vengeance was there to save him out there. And yeah, like that is surprising. We don't get to see CC taking down an Alucard every day, isn't it, Numi?
Yes, that is true. But Alucard is not looking at a good position right now. He has the bit of hypnosis to provide some physical penetration, and look at that Hilda. Hilda is just providing so much vision right now, and I think we might be looking at a
Yes.
possible fight.
You can see Kyle already able to steal that blue, but here comes the raging sandstorm. But Kyle will, I mean, Lee have to use that flicker just to get away from Kyle. But here comes the damage from that Suyo. But onto the top lane, Hyung did get traded off for that. I mean, not on the top lane, but near the turtle pit. But the Lord is there. I don't think so. Team ASAP, they can contest for this Lord. You can see Kyle already walking on it, getting its chunks slow, and it might be a free Lord going to the side of Team Maaf.
Yes, that is true. I mean, the trade-offs happening in both the teams are really good. And Alucard is trying to go to that, just lean pushing composition right now because he knows that maybe if they can't win, if this match goes on to that late game, they might be able to come back with the Sicilian and Claude, because Claude and Sicilian, they both are a late game heroes. Right now, in the early game, they only have Khalid and Halas to depend on, and we might be looking at a
Indeed.
possible fight.
Indeed, Numi. And you rightly said that they are waiting for their power spike for those items to come in. But here you can see Mermaid getting taken down. Two members were there to take him down, but the glorious pathway along with Lee's Damage was there, but it's not enough. The rest of the members were not there, but the RWM will take that shutdown on two members. Blue did get traded off for that, but Ted Cutie will also fall. A 1-4-3 trade going in the favor of Team Mafia. They do have the Lord coming down from the bot lane. They can take down some inhibitor turrets. Potentially can get a game over.
Yes, that is true. But they don't have their goal, they don't have blue to provide that, fast push. So I think in future we trust we will be able to defend this. And if you're looking at Sicilian's, build right now, Sicilian already has their glowing along with that new item which is called the
Yes, the Sicilian does have the Lantern Flare. He's looking pretty stacked, in the entirety of the game. Though Team Up, they have 11 kills on their side, but those kills are only onto Lee and the other two members, except the Marksman and the, that Mage Devil. They have not been able to shut them down, so they are, pretty stacked right now. Anytime soon, you can see those damage being, coming through for the side of Team ASAP. They really are waiting for that next lot to spawn to take another engage. I believe Team Maaf, they really would want to end the game with this next lot if they can, secure it for themselves. And yeah, if Team, you know, ASAP they go for that answer back, it can be pretty difficult for Team Maaf to defend this, honestly.
yes, that is true. And I really love the way, Hilda put himself because the amount of vision that Duba is providing is going to be so helpful for the side of Mav. And we see that Kalot is trying his best to defend, and Khalid is also trying to give vision. But Takuti and Duba, they are camping each other, and oh my goodness, look at that Khalid going in.
Yes, the flicker already baited out from Lee. Won't have that for the next engage. The Lord already being walked on by the side of Team Up. They are not taking any chances. They are taking that Lord down as soon as it spawn. Team ASAP or Team in Future We Trust, they are not looking interested to contest for this Lord once again. We can see that Hilda, Duba going so aggressive, the Sanguine Cause will not get connected, but the damage from Kyle is so much. Devil almost losing 1/3 of his HP, and onto the bot lane we can see Mermaid camping there, just secretly waiting for the members to walk by. And yeah, if he can find a target, he might get them shot down. But Team, Marv, they're already looking, they can fight for that. But no, Kyle does walk in, but the damage is not enough. The rest of the members were there, Blues already dealing so much damage, and Mermaid just gets taken down right before this Lord will come crashing down to their base here, Rumi.
Yes, that is true. I mean, I think in this match, the side of ASAP, they really kind of lagged down in their draft right now because the Alucard pick was not just not it. Alucard is not being able to farm, and oh my goodness, look at that.
Yes, both the RWM and the Glorious Pathway already used. We can see the members taking so much damage from the side of Team ASAP. They are not able to, you know, sustain the damage, and the Lee just falling right instantly, and the Lord is still there, but the members are back. You can see Mermaid being back does give the team a lot more room to play with, and they will be able to defend that Lord. None of the inhibitors, apart from the top lane, has fallen yet, but the minions are still there. Team, Mav, they want to look for more inhibitor turrets to walk out, but here Duba goes in, but just losing that immortality will walk off, I believe. And yeah, the rest of the members are there to support him. You can see the entropy already being used. The bot lane turret is next in the list for Team Maaf to take down. They do not have the minions yet, but they are still going aggressive.
Yes, that is true. And Blue almost the amount because of the amount of turret damage he's receiving. And oh my goodness, forever is too long. He has the Winter Crown. In that team fights, that Winter Crown is going to be so helpful. And forever too long, his build is almost complete, and we are looking at a fight session.
Ooh, the mid lane. Lee does go for that, raging standstill, but will not connect. The RWM already used. Will not find anybody. But here comes Mormon with the damage onto Kyle. Will get the shutdown here. He's going back to the back line, but not enough. The Yule taking him down. Blue already using. Okay, he did loot that immortality, but will come back. But Blue with the shutdown. Invoker all by himself, getting jumped on by two members. But forever too long, isolated. Will had that BMI to get out, but Blue going back in has to use that entropy just to get out. But Lee jumping in has the flicker to get out. Will get the shot down, and that is a very good trade for both these teams, I believe. But team, ASAP they walk out with a better trade, I believe.
Yes, that is true. And, you know, as always, in the previous match too, Maaf was doing pretty good in that early game. But in the late game, I don't know what happens to Maaf. I think they just lose their focus. And, ASAP just takes that opportunity to make back here. And they are pretty equal onto the scoreboard. And oh my goodness, look at that glorious Catherine.
Yes, forever too long is there going in, but the Winter Crown was there on the Invoker, but will not help him survive for too long. You can see Team Map, they want to go for that reverse engage here. Kyle does go in, but not enough. Here comes Mormid with the damage on that Alucard. Not enough to stop him. He is just going crazy in that late game, which is his territory, but the minions are getting pushed in by the side of Team Map. They do want to, steal this lot, but Team ASAP, they are able to spot that that Kyle on that bot lane, but the Lord is already so low. Can Kyle steal this away? Is the question. The Sanguine Con, this get connected, but Kyle goes in. Did not find that retribution, but Lee gets taken down in the process, and Kyle already, isolated from his team. The forever too long comes with the blazing duet. Will get the shutdown onto Kyle. The Sanguine Cross did get connected. Blue with the damage. Winter Crown not enough to save him. Devil getting the shutdown. Dead Quitty guy trying to go for Hume, but won't find him. And yeah, back to you, Numi.
Oh my goodness. These two teams are so good. But Marv, I don't know what happens to Marv in that late game phase. I think focus. Because every single time.
Yes, they are not able to find the members. We can see already onto the bot lane. Hume getting engaged on will get shut down. A good, glorious pathway to isolate him from the rest of the members. The heal is there to, regen the HP of Forever's Too Long. The bot lane inhibitor is being walked on by the Claude, but will not be enough to take him down. The RWM is used. The devil is getting stuck in there, but it will not be enough. Here comes Blue with the damage, uses the entropy, but will have to use the flicker to come back. But Blue, that Kyle going back in, getting the shot down onto Devil will give them some more space to play with, because that Sicilian was dealing so much damage in those team fights.
Yes, that is true. And Cecilia's kill assist stat is at 2-1-11, and it is pretty good for the side of ASAP right now. They have already taken down all the second tier turrets. Now the only turrets left is that inhibitors, and Lord marching down from the top lane. Maaf being able to defend for now. So there's nothing much happening right now as all of the teams have backed down. If you look at that, itemization from Claude, Claude has all of his builds. He has that Nullific Gun, that Immortality, the Demon Hunter to provide that extra life steal, and Corazon Sight, and that Golden Staff for that attack speed. Oh my goodness. Right now, Claude is looking pretty strong, and let's not forget about Blue. Blue already has that Feather of Heaven and that Holy Crystal and Stallion Sight. So both of these marksmen, they are looking pretty good, and maybe we might be looking in for a fight right now. And see going
Ye-
in. Oh,
Yes, he does wanted to find that damage, but not really enough. We are already entering that 20-minute mark where the goal lead is pretty much it's not gonna matter anymore. All these heroes will lock in their final items, and yeah, the Lord will spawn in soon onto the top lane. It's just 10 seconds away for this evolved Lord to fall into the land of Dawn. This is gonna be a level 3 Lord, very hard to defend against team. You know, ASAP, they do not have the inhibitors anymore. They might want to, take the slot away, but for the side of team Muff, they want to take the slot at any cost because this can, just give them the game. they can just potentially win this game with this Lord.
Yes, I agree with you. Whoever gets this, they have they have a chance to end the game right now because this is going to be the 20 minutes slot, which is going to be the Illuminous Lord, so much HP, and whoever gets the slot, they will be on the upper side. But no one is starting the Lord right now because they are both looking in for a steal and waiting for their jungler. Alucard is, I don't know what Mermaid and Lee, maybe they don't
They
want the Lord.
they are playing that macro really well. They are waiting for that slow push from those minions. They are trying to stack those minions for those minions to build up. They will try for those minions to push in, and once those members have to rotate to the other side to clear those minions, that's when they will go for the Lord. They want to have that member advantage on that Lord pit. As you can see, the members from the side of Team ASAP, they're not nearly clearing those minions all completely. They are waiting for them to push by themselves. And yeah, like Alucard is camping there. I don't know if Blue knows that or not, but if he walks there, he can get, shut down. Here you can see the members are rotating. Alucard again going for that ambush play onto the back line. Could be pretty lethal here, Novi?
Yes, that is true, and I don't think they will be. We will be possible. Vortex.
Oh, wait a minute. The sandwich play coming in from the side of Team ASAP, getting the shutdown onto Invoker, and the next to fall would be Kyle, I believe. And they get taken down. And yes, the next is to lose. The immortality would be Duba, also will get shut down. And do all by himself to defend that base. Jung is there trying to clear that mid lane before it gets crashing down the mid lane. The Lord is still there. Team ASAP, they have all the members online right now.
Yes, that is true. And King is not looking at a good position right now, and he will be taken down. And the minions are marching down on that on the side of Maaf. Their minions are doing a pretty good job, but I think they don't really care about it right now. They are going in for that Lord, but they do have the lead to defend their base. And I think this is a easy Lord for this side of ASAP, and Tech Cutie almost died. And oh my,
Yes,
what do you think so
indeed.
far?
That was a really, really good play coming in from the side of Team Devil. They really played with the minions so well. They let those minions build up. They, like I said, the macro was so good on point, and yeah, they went in for that sandwich play from both the side. You could see Lee and Mermaid really, blocking that only exit that team Muff had on that Lord fight, and they really did not expect Team ASAP to do that on to them. And as you can see, the Lord is marching down the bot lane, lot of HP, lot of damage, and Kyle is there on the top lane. Four members are all there to defend this Lord.
Yes, that is true. But a one raising sandstorm coming in from Lee, and it is game over for the side of ASAP. And Alucard did recall because he noticed that CU was going in for a push. And
Yes, you can see the Lord already getting used, like taken down. But here comes Lee with the flicker, raging sandstorm. But he must go taken down. But no, Devil did lose that immortality. But here comes Devil taken down by Kyle, and he might get isolated here. Will get shut down. But the members losing their immortality left and right. Alucard is too far away. The glorious pathway used, but the damage from Forever's too long is so much on to Hume. Will get shut down. Duba trying his best to defend that, but maybe it's not enough because he will also get traded Invoker all by himself, trying to find the damage, but will get outplayed by that Claude. BMI and all the members are wiped out from the side of Team Maaf, and this might call for a game over. And Team ASAP will go to that semi-final in a fashion and showing their dominance in this game. GG's to them.
well, oh my goodness, the Lee on the side of
Victory!
who will trust is so good. I don't know. I think Maaf was having some miscommunication between their team in the late game again. But yes, forever too long, he did take that MVP with zero deaths. Oh my goodness, this man is unstoppable right now. But I think we have our host back. So, Quentin, what do you have to say about this match?
Are you not entertained, people? Goodness me. We did see ASAP pull another one in game number two, securing that spot into the semi-finals as Maaf, again, similar to game number one, they were not able to put in that mental effort. It seemed like in Future We Trust, they did win out in that game and just dominated that late game potential. That Claude and the Sicilian on Devil was pretty intense. So, with that, we thank Shinri, we thank Numi for joining us in the cast call for tonight. And without any further ado, let's not keep our viewers waiting. I believe, who are you here? I believe you have some words to speak, old friend.
Yes, sir. I am here. I was just watching the match and like, damn, what a game that was, man. No words. I am literally speechless right now.
Indeed. And with that, you know what happens when Who is online. There is going to be a giveaway right now. So viewers, I know you guys are still watching. Who? Tell them the rules. Why don't you go ahead, my friend?
Okay, so guys, as Team In Future We Trust won the series, so spam Team In Future We Trust and the most spam comment will get 100 diamonds. So are you guys ready?
Yes, this is going to be a 1 minute spam fest. I think so. In Future We Trust is quite long, so we'll shorten it down to ASAP instead. There is Woken Matt back with spamming it, but it will be hashtag ASAP. So why don't you guys start spamming that right now? Go ahead. And who you are not allowed to spam.
Let's go. Guys, spam hashtag ASAP. You need to spam hashtag ASAP, guys. Come on.
Also, guys, do remember. Oh my goodness, Woken Matt in the chat. Goodness me. But remember to like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. We are going to be giving a Starlight giveaway at 500 subscribers. Also, with the quarterfinals coming to a close, we have quite a few teams that are going to be duking it out. Four teams in particular. Who can we really just talk about the qualifiers that did go through to the semi-finals?
Yeah, on the semis, the first team that had qualified was um no, what was that name? Lakshmi Chit Fund, IGN, and we have In Future We Trust and Meow Gang for the semis, guys. What a
It
semi match that is gonna be tomorrow. So don't you guys forget to join in the stream.
Exactly. It is going to be an intense workout for these teams as they will be competing for that final slot. But guys, keep spamming in chat. Don't break the stream. I hope not. But hashtag ASAP is the word. The person to spam it the most will be winning tonight's 100 diamond giveaway. So I guess who, yeah, how much
Yeah,
time do we have left?
done, guys. Stop spamming.
All right, with that, we are done with the spams. And now I think so he's gonna take his time. You know how he is. He's not that good with math. He will be taking his time to actually select the winners. And in the meantime, remember, guys, you can follow us at Yama Esports on Instagram to stay updated on the future events that are coming up for the Vortex of Legends. We are down again to the semi-finals. The four teams up and available for the matches are Lakshmi Chit Fund. We have IGN, Meow Gang, and quite recently in Future We Trust entering the semi-final matches. Either one of these teams could lift up the trophy for the Vortex of Legends Season 2. So that's going to be very exciting as we are getting very close to the end of this season's tournament as well. But again, you can get updated in the Instagram page. Again, a quick reminder, 500 subscribers, Starlight giveaway. Stick around for that as well. Tell all your friends what's happening here. And who
Yeah,
are you done, brother?
just a second. We just have one person left, and we are done.
Oh, we are done. So take it away, brother.
Just one person.
One
So
person.
yeah,
Who could that one person be? Could it be yesterday's winner, Suntala? Could it be Woken Matt himself? You never know. Could it be Kurosawa Kazuki? The chat is pretty lively today. The spams have stopped, thankfully, at whose name, so the stream should be pretty stable.
just a
AM, AM. The man himself is finding his calculator right now as we wait for the results to come in. It's going to be very interesting. There was a lot of people spamming tonight. We had a lot of viewers. So do stay tuned. There'll be more action, and goodness me, the action really never stops. ASAP with a double comeback back to back. That will be interesting to see whether or not that late game prowess, that mental uh, power that they have, will push them through to the finals. But against Ignition, against LCF, and against Meow Meow Gang, those are some big names. What do you say, Who?
yeah, some big teams in our semi-final. Semi is going to be, I don't know what word
It's going
I
to be
can.
chaos. I guess. Are we ready? Yeah, no. The
No,
viewers are
I
three.
counted it wrong. So, Woken Matt.
Woken Matt.
Yes.
Yo, Woken Matt, are you in chat? Can we give it up for the Woken Matt? Is he there? You are crowned tonight's giveaway champ.
So,
Woken?
Matt, do text our Instagram page.
Exactly. Do contact us on our Instagram page again at Yama Esports, where you will be guided to your giveaway prize. And I guess with that, we can close up. Why don't you say, Who, take it away?
So, thank you so much for joining in, guys. I hope you will be joining in for tomorrow's. So, don't miss out tomorrow's game. So, it is going to be very interesting, and you will be enjoying the matches. So, thank you so much for joining in, guys. Good night. Any last words, Quentin?
Yeah, good night to everyone, and do be prepared for the semi-finals as well. I guess with that, we can take our leave. This is Mickey Venton. And the Who signing up. Bye.